Hello, I am Mustafa Riahi. I have master degrees of manufacturing engineering. In this course, I am at your service with introducing ProCAST software and its capabilities. Heading of this course, introducing ProCAST software company, the world's largest companies that have used ProCAST software, ProCAST capabilities, compare the new version of ProCAST with the old version, comparing ProCAST with other casting analysis software, prerequisite for learning ProCAST, familiarity with casting components, analysis result accessible with ProCAST, problem analysis steps in the new version of ProCAST software. ProCAST software is suitable for whom? How to have a realistic prediction of casting simulation with ProCAST software. Introducing ProCAST. You can see the logo of ProCAST software. Product of esi-group company. The web address of this company www.esi-group.com. One of the most powerful software for numerical simulation of casting process in the world. The problem solving method in the software is based on FEM or finite elements method. Another solver called QuickCast is a product of esi-group. Visual environment is a module for viewing casting simulation results in ProCAST software. Other solvers. You can see solvers of esi-group company. Visual Cast is for casting simulation, visual CFD, computational fluid dynamic, visual crash, visual weld, visual VTM, visual RTM, resin transfer molding, and etc. We should use for casting simulation process Visual Cast module. And other module of ProCAST software is CAFE, APM or Advanced Processing Module, new APM or APM underline new, HCS hot crackings, and PAM underline OPT or optimization. The world's largest companies that have used ProCAST software: Copper Foundry, Zhenjiang Mold Manufacturing, Sheffield, Singapore Institute of Manufacturing Technology, Renewal, Summit, Patriot, Metalcast, Nissan, Val Company, HC, FAR, Sura or Suicast, IMA, Centro Metallurgical, and etc. You can see more company for using ProCAST or QuickCast software in the esi-group.com web address. ProCAST capabilities: investment casting like polycrystal and single crystal, centrifugal casting, lost form casting, CCM like straight and curved continuous casting, HPDC or high pressure die casting, LPDC and LPSC. LPDC is mean low pressure die casting and LPSC low pressure sand casting. Die cast cyclic, squeeze casting, gravity sand casting, permanent mold casting, tilt casting, stress analysis, CAFE analysis, core gas, core bellowing, etc. You can simulation all casting process in ProCAST software, and ProCAST is the best casting simulation software in the world. Compare the new version of ProCAST with the old one. The meaning of the new version is from 2013 version and above. user-friendly, perform simulation in 3 steps, meshing problems solved, fix the problem of executing design files, execute a wide range of design format, workflow, compatible with hypermesh software, run a quick cast solver in ProCAST, add new parameters in the simulation parameters, extensive development of diecast module, possibility to add diecast machine, meshing of very complex parts, added multiple solidification alloy module, and etc. Comparing ProCAST with other casting analysis software. Casting process simulated by selected software. You can see a table, and the row of this table is casting process, and the column of table is software. AutoCAST, CapCAST, CalCAE, MagmaSoft, NovaFellow, ProCAST, Flow3D-Cast, and SolidCAST. Continuous casting, high pressure die casting, low pressure die casting. You can see ProCAST software can simulate all casting process, and after that, Flow3D-Cast can simulate all casting process. Other software is here, and you can see between this software ProCAST and Flow3D-Cast can simulate all casting process. The reference of this table is from a comparative study of simulation software for modeling metal casting process. Comparing ProCAST with other casting analysis software. Solution methods used in selected casting simulation software. You can see solution method for casting simulation at the row of table, and the column is casting simulation software, finite difference method or FDM, finite volume method or FVM, finite element method or FEM, vector elements method. ProCAST simulate by FEM method. The reference of this table is from this article. Comparing ProCAST with other casting analysis software. Defect predicted by selected casting simulation software. In this table, you can see the row of the table casting defect, and the column is casting software. Porosity, cold shot or misrun, earth entrapment and oxide skins, shrinkage, hot tearing and cracks, thermal stress, blowholes, hard zone, microstructure, anomalies. ProCAST can predict all casting defect, and after that MagmaSoft can predict all casting defect. Also, CapCAST can predict all casting defect. The reference of this table is from this article. Comparing ProCAST with other casting analysis software. Material database available in selected casting simulation software. In this table, you can see the database of material cast and ductile irons, plain and alloy steels, aluminum, copper, magnesium, and zinc alloys, precious and super alloys, and other. And the column of this table, you can see the casting simulation software like AutoCAST, CapCAST, CalCAE, MagmaSoft, NovaFellow, ProCAST, Flow3D, and SolidCAST. ProCAST have a full database of many materials like cast iron, steel, non-ferrous alloys, super alloy, and from here any casting alloy properties can import or enter to the database of ProCAST. You can export the database of your material from other casting simulation software by XML format and import that XML to the ProCAST software. B. Material properties from JMAT Pro are also available at a nominal cost. You can create your database or mechanical properties of material for casting simulation in JMAT Pro software, and after that you can import by XML format to the ProCAST software. The reference of this table is from this article, a comparative study of simulation software for modeling metal casting process. ProCAST software prerequisites. Understanding the basics of casting and certification, basic familiarity with the types of casting defects and methods to reduce and eliminate them, basic knowledge of various casting methods, basic familiarity with the runner system design, ferrous and non-ferrous alloys, familiarity with different casting components including sprue, runner, gate, chill, exotherm, and etc. Familiarity with one of the computer-aided design software including CATIA, SolidWorks, Inventor, and Ace Pro Engineer, and etc. Familiarity with casting component. You can see a component of casting. This is our casting part. This is gate. This is runner. This is sprue. This is basin. This is riser neck, and this is riser. Analysis result accessible with ProCAST. Thermal module analysis, prediction of macro and micro shrinkage, turbulence, misrun, cold shot, solidification time, prediction mechanical properties like UTS or ultimate tensile strength, YS yield strength, elongation, hotspot, hot tearing, cafe module, fouling analysis, metallurgical properties, microstructure, mold erosion risk, molten velocity, APM advanced porosity module, and etc. Problem analysis steps in the new version of ProCAST software. In the new version of ProCAST software, we must do 3 steps. First step is mesh or visual mesh. In the visual mesh, we should mesh our part like casting part, chill, channel, exothermic, and etc. After that, in the visual cast, it's the second step. We must create our boundary condition, heat transfer coefficient, simulation parameter, and etc. And the third step is visual viewer. We must analyze our casting simulation until to receive a best answer. ProCAST software is suitable for whom? Foundry activates, professor in the field of metallurgical and manufacturing engineering, metallurgy students, students of mechanics and manufacturing, other casting enthusiasts, graduates in materials and mechanics. But the last slide, how to have a realistic prediction of casting simulation with ProCAST software. We have calibration. Many people don't follow this principle. Calibration is a very important issue to consider. The question may be, what is calibration? I wanna tell you, integrate ProCAST software exactly with the work environment. The condition of material components, chemical composition, temperature condition, boundary conditions, and etc. is very important in calibration ProCAST with your work environment. But HTC or heat transfer coefficient can be obtained by inverse method is very important for your calibration. And if you calibrate ProCAST with your work environment or with your foundry or with workshop, you can get very good answer from your casting simulation with your ProCAST. I wanna teach you how can you calibrate, how can you analyze, how can you get best result in casting simulation with ProCAST. Thanks for your attention. I hope this lesson of course has been acceptable to you. Good luck and have a good day.